So I've gotten couples of messages, people reaching out to me trying to get some clarity on their decision to migrate to the UK. If it's ideal, what should they do? Is it okay? Or people who just moved to the UK, what is the next step forward for them? I get these messages a lot. I try my best to share the little knowledge or information based on my own experience. I say what would help you at that point, but again, the decision is totally yours. So in today's video, I'm just going to be talking about challenges and opportunities here in the UK. So it's going to be for Nigerians because it's going to be more relatable, if you understand what I mean. Are you planning on coming to the UK? Did you get a job, or you want to come via the study route? You're confused. Should you take this next step to move to a foreign land? Is it the wise decision? I mean, you have millions of questions going on in your head right now, because I know that I've been in that position. So I'm going to be telling you challenges you might likely face in the UK, and on the bright side, the opportunities that is here for you as well. So hopefully from the little experiences I'm going to be sharing, maybe you get one or two from it. Again, everyone's story is different, like I always say. So the story I'm going to be sharing with you might totally not be relatable. Also, it might be relatable. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Faith Ojone, and on this channel I talk about ways you can travel abroad and settle abroad. I share resources on how you can get started, and I share latest updates concerning the UK, how you can settle and move to the UK. If this is the kind of content you like, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I share new content. Without saying so much, guys, let's get started. I'll start with the challenges you might likely face and share some personal stories with you guys. So some of the challenges you might face when you move to the UK, from the weather to cultural shock to loneliness, to job, work environment, to finances, to even making it here in the UK. A lot of people have different reasons why they want to travel abroad. It's not always about the money, because to be honest, if you're planning on migrating, travel abroad, or any Western country, or let me say specifically you're planning on coming to the UK because you want to make money, I'm sorry to tell you this, you can't be rich in this country. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way. In the UK, you have to own a company for you to be that rich, to be honest. But if you're doing 9 to 5, you're going to be working nah. But again, you might be rich based on maybe you invent something. Remember, the tax law in this country is not you pay huge amount of tax. Aside from that, if you have the intention of having a big family, that is going to also eat out of your money. So having kids in the UK is a huge money sucking I don't know. From age 0 to 5, you might have to spend some money for daycare. So from age 5, when the child gets total free education, then you're not going to pay anything. Then to university, you have to pay. And also it depends. If you want your child to go to private school and not public school, then you still need to pay money. Some parents would want their child to go to private school. So let's not talk about raising a family. So depending on why you're coming to the UK, you need to have proper plan. I would say you need to prepare yourself mentally. Drop whatever expectation you have. Just come with an open mind. Travel to the UK with a blank sheet. Emotions are going to be bouncing off you left and right, in the sense that in the UK you don't get that so much emotional support you get while you're back home. You don't get it in the UK. It's like everyone is busy, no one checks on anyone, nobody calls anyone. You can be living in the same city and not see each other because either somebody is working night shift, the other person is working day. Like, life here is fast paced. I'm gonna say, trust me, the hustle here is different. I got Amazon warehouse job, and I'll tell you that I did that job for 7 months, but my back is still paying for it because I get constant back pain. That is a job that while I was still in Nigeria, I never ever thought in my life I'll be able to work in a warehouse. I never. Even my sisters were surprised I could do that job. So I did that Amazon job for 7 months. If you've worked in Amazon before, if you've seen my Amazon video, you know what I'm talking about. If you've worked as a warehouse operator before, you have an idea what I'm talking about. So, I mean, you might have, oh, when I come to the UK, I'm going to work in the office, admin stuff, or I'm a banker from Nigeria, so I'm going to get a banking job. I mean, it might not be that easy for you to transition like that. So you need to start somewhere. You need to start from the bottom. And I would say where I am at right now, I'm so grateful. And that's because I started from the bottom. Now I've experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I had a lot of expectation when I was coming. I wasn't expecting to do those kind of job I did when I got to the UK. But hey, I did them. So, and the emotional support was not there. Nothing. Especially if you're coming to the UK like me, that you don't have any family member, I mean, it's going to really tell on you emotionally, and especially if you're a first-time mom. So I struggled a little bit because I'm a first-time mom. I moved to the UK with my 7-month-old baby. Back in Nigeria, mom was there to help me, my nephew was there, my sisters were there to help with the baby. I was lounging literally. Then I got to the UK, I had to do everything by myself, and it was so depressing. I had no help aside from my husband. Thank God. If you're coming as a family, the person you're going to come to the UK with, you need to really ask yourself, is this person is willing to adapt? Everyone's journey is different. The next step is, what are the opportunities here for you? Honestly, I'm going to tell you there are a lot of opportunities. I mean, the struggle is there, but also the opportunities is here as well. Where I am right now in terms of career, if I was still in Nigeria, I don't think I'll be in this position right now. I think I remember a time where I was earning like £50 a week because I was cooking for someone. I think my first ever job in the UK was a cooking job. I got the guy from which platform is it, Facebook Marketplace, or I can't remember where I met this guy. He's a Nigerian and he wanted someone who knows how to cook Nigerian food. I love to cook, so I took on the job. I do go to his place to cook for him. That was a very, coming from Nigeria, like a married woman going to cook for a man in his house. I mean, I'm happy with the kind of husband I have. He knows his wife and he trusts me, and he knew that I just don't want to stay at home and do nothing. So he allowed me to go cook for that guy, and the guy was paying me £50 a week. Then I got the Amazon job and started earning like £150, £200 or £300, even £400 a week. So gradually I started making money. I was just discussing with my husband a few weeks ago. I'm like, babe, look at where I am. I never thought I would be earning this amount of money I earn in a month. I don't think I could be in this position if I was in Nigeria. So that opportunity is there. Opportunity for you to grow. Opportunity for you to excel in your career. Opportunity for you to make money. A lot of people talk about creating passive income when you come abroad, but again, not everybody can create passive income. YouTube for me is passive income. I would say YouTube is not a side hustle. To be honest, YouTube is a full-time job, and I don't see it as side hustle, but I also do not see YouTube as my main source of income. I can never rely on YouTube because I need a real job. I need a real career. I need a career path. And the career path I've always wanted to go in has been recruitment. And as God will have it, I work in recruitment. And the good thing about the UK is that whether you're educated or not, you have opportunity to make money. So it doesn't limit you to just your qualification. But again, having a certification or being qualified, we give you the opportunity to grow. But again, if you don't have a degree or you don't have any qualification whatsoever, you can still make reasonable amount of money. You can still be okay in the UK compared to back home. Also, opportunity of your children getting better education. We all know that the UK is known for one of the top, if you're going to list top country with good education, quality education, UK is going to be part of that list. You can still study, you can still develop yourself. And UK, hard work pays. You are working, you're actually seeing the reward for your hard work. You can't say that back home. You can be working so hard and it feels like you're stagnant. So those are the opportunities here for you. So, and I would say security. You have that, confident. You can go out, you can travel by road, you're not scared of anyone kidnapping you. I see some people saying, why would somebody leave a bank manager role to come to the UK and work as a carer? You don't know their reason for coming to work as a carer. To some people, it's not that the money. I know people who want to just migrate. They just want to leave the country, not because they are not doing well. A lot of people are comfortable back home, but you see them come here to do care job, cleaning job. It's not the money. To them, it's that, staying in a same country where things works. So there are a lot of opportunities for you here. Whatever skill you have that is not relevant to you back home, when you get to the UK, you can use it. If you're back home or you're thinking, is it worth it for me to come to the UK? All I'm going to say is it is totally your decision to make. I'll tell you that at the beginning, it might not be easy, but with time, you would settle in and things will only get better. It only gets better. It doesn't get worse here, except maybe you involve yourself in something else, but it gets better. In terms of earning, you can earn more in the UK. You're not restricted. Like, see, when you're in the UK working for 5 years or 3 years, you would see progression. You see that you're progressing and opportunities for you to grow in whatever it is. So there are a lot of opportunities here. Also, there are some challenges you might face along the way, but all I'm going to say is the challenges are not going to last. So if you still have the intention of coming to the UK, you've been reading a lot of messages on social media or YouTubers complaining, I'm dying in the UK, my life has destroyed in the UK. Some of those videos, I'm like, come on, you guys. Come on, it's not that bad. Understand people's struggle. It's not that easy, but again, it's not that bad, to be honest. I know some people will not be like, oh no, you know what, I can't take this, I have to go back. I know some people who have returned back to Nigeria because they couldn't cope with the situation in the UK, but some people, deal with it and they're fine now. So again, it depends. Your situation might differ. Your challenges that you experience when you get to the UK will differ depending on the kind of visa you came into the UK with. If you come on a student visa, I feel like students struggle more, to be honest. There's too much restriction on student visa. You can't work more than 20 hours. Landlords will not want to give you accommodation because you're a student. Companies will not want to hire students because they are not experienced. Too many things, All I'm going to say is the challenges you face in the UK compared to the opportunities here in the UK for you, I would say like the opportunities are this way, are so massive. There are lots of opportunities for you here than you will get back home. The challenges are there as well, but the good thing about the challenges is that with time, it sort of phase out. Like with time, all those things you struggled with at the earlier stage or in the beginning, you start getting used to it, or you find a way to deal with it. But the opportunities, peace of mind, the fact that you can plan yourself. I would like come to the UK with a blank sheet. Ignore all those messages or videos or comments you're seeing on social media. UK is tough, life is this. It is tough, but you will be fine. It's still your decision to make. Do not let anyone decide for you. It is your life. You know where you are at in your life. You know where you've gotten to. So it is your decision to make. If you think you're doing so well back home, you have nothing to worry about, you're fine, then you do not need to move. But if you just feel like, I want a change of environment, I want good opportunity for my kids, I want a country that is saying things are working, then it's a reason for you to move. It doesn't necessarily mean I want to be rich or I want to come and make money, because to be honest, you're not going to be rich here. Yeah, let me just tell you that one. No richness for you. I'm not trying to discourage you, but to be honest, you're just going to be comfortable. If we're being honest, in this country, you're only going to be comfortable enough to be able to buy your own house and pay mortgage for 25 years. literally you're owing the bank. You're just going to be in debt for 25 years, because if you're going to take a house on mortgage, you're going to be in debt. But the fact that you can be able to save up and get a house on your mortgage, it's good. You don't have to pay everything at once. That's a good thing about this country. It gives you the opportunity to owe credit a lot. Yeah, owe credit. Okay, now guys, I'm done with my piece of little advice. Think about your own decision. It's your life. You are the only person that can choose what you want to do with your life. So all I'm going to say is just give you suggestions. So I'll not call it an advice. I'll call it suggestion. Think about it very well, and don't let all those videos online discourage you if you really want to make that move. I hope with this little information you are convinced and not confused that life can be very beautiful wherever you are, in the UK or back home. It is all, again, your decision to make. The challenges are what makes the opportunities beautiful. Okay, for you to find out if it's green on the other side, you have to go through some obstacles to get to the other side. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.